activate it by saying okay. Okay, hopefully we're live now and everything is working. Okay. Well, today I decided to create a live of, because I was working with the website, maybe in the previous live you were seeing that, and I want to redo it in Webflow and stuff. However, I figured out that the current logo that I created my own LLC, my own company, is kind of an old logo and I don't like it anymore. And since I'm gonna do the whole redesign of the website, why not just to do the redesign of the logo? And I was sketching some stuff yesterday, and I think the options are really good. Or however, if I don't like these options, I'm just gonna keep sketching to try to find a better idea. And I figured out that if I create these type of videos for you guys, you might have an opportunity of see how is the style that I use to work in Illustrator, what are the tools that I use when I vectorize a logo, and you might find something helpful in this video, and if not, I'm sorry. Okay, well, one other thing that I want to let you know, guys, is just like I have some tips to show you here in Illustrator. I return off the keycaster so you can see all the commands that I use in Illustrator. The first thing that I want to do with this video is just show you a little bit how is my workflow in Illustrator, what is the panels that I use, how I use them like that, and explain you a little bit of the background of how I use Illustrator, like way I use it. So let's go to Illustrator real quickly. Hope this works. Okay, so this is my Illustrator setup. It's not the best one, I know, it's kind of a weird setup, but this is because I learned it when I was studying college. I used to watch this guy doing motion graphics, and I didn't know well Illustrator. I used to work with freehand, and the guy was really good with Illustrator, and the setup that he usually used in his tutorials for After Effects was this one. And since I didn't know how to use Illustrator, I figured out that the best way of doing it is just like mimicking the whole setup that he was doing and trying to recreate the movements. And since I did it so much, his streams, his videos were like, his name is MTMograph. He used to upload videos about motion graphics, and I just figured out most of the setup from him. And some things I changed, but it's mostly the same. So I have the layers in the left side. As you can see right now, I have the layers and the artboards in the left side. Mostly they are in this side in the normal setting, but I kind of like more this way. It's more comfortable for me. I got used to working it that way. One of the changes that I have in my Illustrator setup is the characters and the open type and all that stuff. I have it all the way to the top because I like to mess up with the type a lot. You might see that in this video. The align and the pathfinder, they can never, I cannot work in Illustrator sometimes without them because they're really important for my type of design, or whenever I do something in Illustrator. If I don't have them, I feel incomplete in this program. And then it's gonna be the transform tools, the color guide, which is really helpful. I don't know if many people know how to use it, but it's just like it gives you complementary colors in some situations. I like to use the colors at the top. I think it's really useful whenever I'm gonna do really minor changes. With the swatches, the brushes, the symbols, I just leave them over there. Sometimes I don't use too much these two, that's why I leave them there, but the swatches, I use them a lot. And I'm gonna explain you some tips that you can do whenever you start your projects. The stroke, the gradient, and the transparency. The transparency, it's kind of okay, but the stroke and the gradient, I use them a lot, and they're really useful. And maybe in this video, I'm gonna give you some tips about those too. Just the graphic styles, I just leave them over there. I don't use that much, but this is like the overall setup. I'm just putting this right here, just when you just start following the tutorial or maybe the live and just try to see me designing, you will have some questions. I just want to clarify that before I start doing anything. So the main thing that I'm seeing right now is that I create these sketches. Don't judge me, guys. It's just like, these are just some ideas because I wanted to do something similar to what I had. However, at the same time, I wanted to make the monogram. I don't like it a lot the way I did it before, and I want to totally change it in a better way. So the first step that I want to do with this is just simply going to the layer panel. I'm going to create a new layer, and I'm going to bring it to the top. And I'm going to call it sketch. After I call this layer sketch, I'm just gonna double click the layer, and you're gonna see that there's gonna have this little thing. You're gonna click the thing that says template, and that's just like the main thing that I like to do. Then you send it to the bottom, and then you start seeing how to create this type of stuff. So one of the logos that I like a lot is this one. So I need to try to figure it out if I can show the grid. So with the grid, I have a better option just to do that. So let me try to do it with lines first to see how it works. I would do this with lines. I'm not quite sure about this. So if I do it with lines, this is kind of the thought process that is a pain that I do all the time. If I do it with lines, there could be, yeah, let's do it with lines. I think it's a better way of doing it. And then we just fix it in the, okay, I have an idea. I have a really nice idea. Might be dumb, might not work, but it's worth to try. Okay, so let's try to make the V with the lines again. I think it's the best option because I don't want to go too complicated with this. So yeah, maybe like this. Oh, okay. So it's not showing the line, and I know why. It's simply because I need to click D for default, so it shows the line again. Sorry about that. Okay, let me see. I'm just gonna do it till here, and then this line, I'm gonna take it down with pressing Option and Shift, I think, and just try to create something like this. I'm gonna take the circle. I want to kind of align this so I can create the B itself, and then the D can be the same thing but with some changes. Let me see how, let me try to make everything polished right here. So if I take this, I think a good way of doing the other way would be just to try to make the D pressing Option. I think I'm trying to drag it like that. I'm just doing this pressing Option and Shift from the line, and then I think I'm just gonna try to recreate it as good as I can with this. So okay, and then this circle goes to the now I have an issue right here, so I need to maybe drag this circle more to this side to try to make it match, which might not be a bad idea. Let's see how I'm just trying to make something really geometric. I know it looks like a mess, guys, but it's gonna look better. Okay, so now I need to take this guide, drag it from the edge. Okay, I think now it's time to start modifying some stuff right here. So I'm just gonna copy this to this side to see how I can fix this stuff. Okay, it aligns right there. Okay. And this B, I see. And press Command Y just to see the outline, to see it's not exactly where it's supposed to be. However, now it is. So I'm just gonna double click it and try to crop with the scissors tool. Let me see if it works. And then the same thing with the other one. I'll crop it with the scissors tool right now, right there. And then with the D, it's gonna be the same process, but from the bottom. I think just trying to do this like an outline to see if it looks good like this. It might be a good idea. If not, not a great idea. That's why I like to work non-destructively. That's why I did the other copy of the layer. Hey designer, hello. Okay, so let's see how it looks. I kind of don't hate it, but I think if I move, I don't feel like this spacing is even. And I feel like it's not even. Honestly, I can tell it by eye. So yeah, it's not even. But if I take it from there, let me see. It's kind of a thing about balance too, because at the same time, these strokes are not the same. Okay, let me try to fix the stroke. That might be what is causing me this eye pain. Okay. Let me see this real quickly. I think. Let me go with the object and then path and then join, I think. But only with some part of the path, because if I do it like that, it's gonna create a mess. Okay, it's Command J for join and okay. So now they have this path is one, this path is another path. Okay, I can live with that. Might be if I move this a little bit this way. I'm just trying to do it. I can try to fix it later, but I think I'm gonna try to figure it out. If this way it looks better, I guess. Let me try something real quickly. It doesn't look that bad. The other part of the design is like the C and the O. I'm trying to figure out how to make those two. So since we see that this design it's kind of work, it doesn't look as I don't hate it too much. Let's try something a little bit different. One thing that I would like to change in this might be maybe this a little bit shorter. I guess I don't know. I'm not feeling it that it should be. Okay, this path resizing is kind of annoying. Okay, I think this looks more balanced at this point, and it's just more of the other details. But I think it looks okay, better than what I had before, I think. Okay, now let's try to do that CO. How would I do that CO? Because one of the things about the O, it should be like a square. Let me try to make it as a square based on this. Oh my god, this is like the... Okay. Let me try to go to preferences real quickly because I don't like that stroke. General, and I think it's in the... This is stroke settings right here. Scales. I don't know, it was something like scale and something, and there it's just like they're not the resize this precise. I like show handles. I think it's one of the part of the designs that it could actually. So performance. So okay, it's here. I think it should be here. So show, okay, precise. Scale, strokes, and effects. I knew it. I knew it was there. Oh my! I was just like looking for it, but I knew it was there. I just don't want to scale those because actually, it's kind of complete like annoying. Just trying to every time I try to scale them, it just happens over and over and over again. It was just mocking me. Okay, I'm gonna try to do it. Okay, now that I have this really square right here, I'm just gonna try to make this C, I guess. However, I think it kind of look okay if I try to align it or something. I don't know, my sketch is not really easy to follow, and I'm kind of, I guess if I just crop these two things, let's see how it looks, and then I just take the white arrow and I try to go with the corners, but just a little bit. I think it should be like a, but it's hard because I need to make them match with a circle. I'll do it like this for right now just to see if it works or not. And then I think hello, I'm from Pakistan and I love your work. Keep with the good. Thank you so much. Let me give you a like in that. That was really good. I'm just trying to share everything I know, guys. It's the main thing that I want to do with this is just trying to tell you how do I work with the designs and the stuff that I do behind the scenes when I try to work in my own designs, and you might get some tips from this. Who knows? Okay. Let me keep going with this freaking logo. Okay, let me see. Okay, let me try to do the O, but the O I think I'm gonna do it like a simple shape, I guess. Later I think I can try to polish them, but at this point I'm just trying to explore some ideas. Because now the main concern that I have with this is that I need it to match the C, but at the same time they balance, because letters are not meant to be like shapes, like the square and like a geometrical shapes. It makes them really hard to read. Let me try to take this too and put them right here. Let me try to take this and just copy it next to it. I just like to have a bunch of same copies of the same thing, because sometimes you go back to another idea and you might like it, you might not. Oh, you see, I'm editing because I already joined those. Non-destructive, guys, non-destructive. I'll try to take this at this point and try to see how it looks like this. So I have an issue now because it doesn't work unless I make the C taller, I guess, and the O a little bit taller and narrower. It's kind of a monogram, but at the same time I'm not loving it, so let me go smaller. Might be that. I can still like more the original version, this one, than the one that has more busy things, but it's just me. Let me keep trying. One thing that I could do is just trying to do it with a font. Might be helpful. There is a font called College something. Let me see. It's called College. There you go. College Block. Let's try to do with something like that. It might be helpful. It's BCO. Let's see how it looks if I just try to make it all the same size and then I stretch it. Okay, I'm just gonna try to put this on the side for a second. One thing that I could do is just press Command R and try to go with some sort of a guide, because I can try to take this font and make it match the previous one. It's not gonna be exact, but it's just, I'm just trying to explore some ideas, guys. So it might not be rounded, however I think it can be fixed later on. I'm just gonna go with the white arrow to see if I can make it match the way I want it to match. Then we take this with the white arrow in the same way all the way to this side, and this we start to lower it down a little bit. I think I need to actually personally select each of the points, then pressing shift or something like that. I think if I take these two and I bring them a little bit back, still think this is not aligned. However, let me try to get this, like, where is the middle of that? Okay, so the middle of this is right here. So let me try to align it within this line so I can delete this. Okay, let's do it again and fail. I don't want to fail, guys. So let me see. I think, there we go. That's supposed to be the middle. And with this, I guess if I click object, I think I will miss it. It will mess it up. But let me try to, because if I add anchor points, it's gonna not only add it here, it's gonna add it everywhere. However, if I take two circles, this is completely experimental. It could be a fail, guys. So I just want to try to do it like this. So I'm gonna take a circle. I'm gonna try to see if I can make those edges, curvy edges that I did in the sketch that I really like for this particular use. Okay, let's try that. What's the worst that could happen? That it doesn't work? Okay, let me see. Okay, let me press Command Y to see again. Need to match this. Seriously? Okay. Oh, now I see why it's not matching. This needs to go. Okay. Even though if it's not perfect, I think this is close enough. Let's see how this works. I'm gonna try to take this one and put it at the top too. I'm just gonna leave it in the side just in case I need to use it later on. Then I'm gonna remove these two. Guess why not? And then I'm gonna put this right here. It looks weird, but you'll see why I'm doing it like this. Because I think I'm gonna go with a shape builder for this. But seriously, at this point, I think it's close enough. I'm just gonna see how it looks, and if it's not that bad, I'll make a copy of this just in case I mess it up. Okay, so I go with a shape builder real quickly, which is Shift M, and selecting this. Oh shoot, I cannot see. Okay. Okay, I'm just gonna remove this, and this. Oh, guy, it was backwards. It's supposed to be back, but I think, let's see how that looks. I think it looks bad, but let's, now that we are right here, what if I like it? I don't know. Okay, it's kind of what I did. However, what I did was more pointing to the edges. So what I could do is just simply try to add an anchor point. Am I making this more complicated? I might be. Oh, I need to keep this one like this, and maybe okay, this is just getting out of hand. Because another option could be doing it like this. Or I think a better idea to do this is just like, instead of trying to do it by hand, I guess. Another exploration idea could be just simply try to do it from another design. Let me see. And then just add it on top. Let me see, I have some stuff that I found on Pinterest right there. Let me see if one of the designs that I found has that termination that I was looking for, and if not, I'm gonna be in really serious trouble because I need to do it by hand. Well, let's do it by hand. What's the worst thing that could happen? Okay, so you wanna work with me? What do you wanna work with me for? What would you like to do? What would you like to design? You're gonna collaborate in Behance or something? I should make a video about how to post in Behance, because I've seen people posting things that are not the whole project. They just post like 2 or 3 images, and that doesn't help a lot. Okay, let me see. Let me try to just drag this down, I guess. Okay, there is that double anchor point right here. I have an idea for this. It's about to fry my brain, but let's try to do it this way. So, if I like this way that is terminated right there, right here, I just need to go with this circles. Let me try to do the friggin' thing by hand. How hard it could be. Saying that, and after vertical, horizontal, okay. Copy. Okay, let me see if it's working better if I do it this way. I'm not sure if this is gonna work, but you know what? Let's try it. This is close enough, and I can just bend it till I have the final option. I guess like this. I don't know, let's see how this works. Can I just take these two things and put them up? Okay, let me do it like with increment 1, 2, 3. Let's do it 3 times down. Let's see, 1, 2, 3. They're not aligned though. I think let's leave it like that, because I'm just trying to get it too complicated with this. So let me press command. I'm just trying to see how it looks if I add it to the main one, because that's one of the visions of the terminations that I want to have in the design. However, okay, let me try to. Okay, I'm just trying to match this real quickly, guys. Don't judge me, it's just a sketch to have an idea of this. Oh my god, that's really long. Let me try to. Kind of more than I thought, but hey, I'm just trying to see if this works or not. Just test all the options. Not a big fan, but you know. One other way to do it is just like, let me try to see if I can just expand this. Since I want to try more about this. Object expand. Okay. Can it take this? Oh god. Command F. Guess this could be another option to just making the B of push branding and the D of design. Then taking the B. I'm not a big fan of this one either, but I just don't like that the thickness of the logo doesn't match, and when I make it really, if I make it really small, it's gonna be a hard time just to see. What if I try to fit it in the? Okay. There could be a way if I just let me try to just match the old version with it. So that's why, guys, I just try to do as many copies as possible of the same thing. You never know when you might need it. Okay. I need to find a way of taking this and match it inside this square. But the problem with that, again, is proportions. Let me make a little square just to follow along, which is the space that I have right here. And try to see if I can just match it there. Okay, I need just to fit this within that square. Well, I would be making it smaller. Okay, a little bit smaller. I'm gonna give a little bit of a, space in between those. Okay, I need to put this inside now. A little bit smaller again, and then I'm gonna try to put it inside now. Okay. Let me try to move this. Oh, I need to do it with the white arrow real quickly. So I fit it without distorting it. The main thing with this is just like, unless I make it smaller, which could be another option too, but it's gonna look a little bit weird. Let's try it like this. However, I'm not a big fan. Let's see this. Unless it could be an option to just to try it. Let me try it. Why not? Let me try to put a white square behind this. Oh god. Object expand. Oh god, I need to let me do it as a copy because this is just a test. Expand. Okay, bring to the front. Okay, now I need to okay. Okay, let me see if I can take this too and send them back. I don't know. Just an option. Don't love it, don't hate it, but and that's not what I had in the vision for this, so. Let me see if I can find what I was trying to do. So the main thing that I was trying to do, and I have it here drawn, is just like if I want to put the B inside the B, it still needs to keep its same proportion. But what I mean by proportion is just like this is not the same proportion as this is wider. However, if I want to make it, that could be another. Okay, if I want to make it wider like that, I just need to take this, put it over here, I guess, and then just shrink it to fit. Then go down with the stroke till I find a size that I feel like. I'm trying to I don't know. It looks better in the sketch than in my book. Let me think about that. Because it could be the B again. So, unless this goes on top. Let me try to do something. Object path. Okay, object expand. Okay, I think it's Alt O to do the outline, and then it just like I'm just gonna do object path, offset path, 1 pixel. But let's do that after I get these little pieces in the little P to see if it works. Not completely sure about what I'm doing, but let's just try it. I just kind of not like, okay. It's just the beginning of the exploration of this, so. I just don't like how the B gets caught in the middle by the other one, so. I guess there must be another way of doing this, because even though this the emblem like the monogram is a nice thing to have, I need to find a solution, because that's a graphic problem right there. Let me see right here if I can. Let me try to with other option. So let me try this one, which is kind of similar to what I have right here, but the main difference is just like it's the B. Then the C. This needs to be kind of smaller. And then the D can be the same C, but mirror. But vertically mirror, okay. And then I just take this little line right here, try to match it with the D. This is not solid, it's not the most solid option, but let's try this to see how it looks. Okay, let me place Command Y because this is not okay. Oh, I see now that the B looks weird because of this. I will double check this before I just do the final logo, but this is just like my sketching process whenever I just go through the sketches that I did and I just try to make them work. Okay, it should be like this. I know this should be a little bit kind of hard to see in Command Y, but it's the best way to work when you want to have something really precise. Important to say that little part right there. So with this, I'm just gonna start just trimming the borders of this. I just press C when I do that, and it brings me to the scissors tool. You press C again, and it's just like Okay. So let's see how this looks now. I don't hate it too much. Let's see how it looks thicker. Actually, this doesn't look that bad. Because it's the thing about it is that it has balance. So this is a possible option. Let me try to take a rectangle. Oh, this is rounded. Option and shift. What? Oh, I guess why that's not working. Okay. Just trying to make as close as the sketch as possible. However, I want to take the main axis of the B and try to align this with it. Okay, I need to do it like this. Okay, and I need to take this and then maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, maybe. And I just like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 times. I just do it because it keeps it more consistent. I don't know if it's a weird thing that I do. I mean, you know what? Let's take it from this side. A little bit bigger. And then let's do it maybe 3 times more. And then the other side too. And then I'm just gonna put 20. Let me find a different font. I think this font will work good with this. This is really sharp. And it works in small sizes, so. I need to figure out this size for the 19, but I'm just gonna do it like this for now. Well, this is an idea, I guess. I'm just gonna take this next to the other ones, and I'm gonna try to do it in different ways to see how does this work. Okay, so there are different ways of doing this. I can just try to change the style. Take some of the weird things that I did for the borders with this. Just try to apply it to it. I just don't like the. Just trying to figure out a way to make this look better. But at the same time, it's kind of a hard thing to do. Oh, okay, I see now. Okay. What is this? Let me try to remove those anchor points right here. They're making a mess. Okay, let me try to now align this. Huh. I don't hate it too much. Try to make it smaller, I think. Just trying to bring it all the way where it's supposed to be, and then try to make it match. Guys, this is just part of the process. This is what I do when I design a logo. It just reminds me of when I used to design logos a lot, all the time. Every designer has that phase when you need to start. It's just a phase when you try to design logos all the time. Okay, what the hell is this? Sorry about that, guys. Why does it look like this is like a weird anchor point twisting? Okay, I guess like this. Like this, I guess. Is it because it's double? Oh, it's double. I knew it was looking weird. Okay, let me try to. So it needs to be compensated from the bottom like this. What I'm gonna do right now is just gonna, since the one that I like the most is the one at the bottom, just gonna crop this at this point. Reflect, horizontal, copy, and try to match them. At this point, I'm just gonna take this. Good enough. Good enough. Okay, let me Command X and let me leave it right here, because even though I'm gonna maybe use it later, I don't want to redo it again. Just want to see how it looks if I add those. Terminations in that, so okay. I'm not sure at this point. Both look kind of okay, but I would make it, I don't know, I'll make it a little bit different. It's just like, I don't know yet. Because it could be a B. Or we can mix all of this with the D right there. Huh, let's try that, dude. Let's try that. That might work. Let me go with the original one. And let me take this and copy it right here. Oh god. I'm gonna take the whole thing and then delete the rest. Every time that happens is because I press Control instead of pressing Option. So kind of an annoying thing to happen, but sorry about that. Okay. So the main idea will be if I just take the Command C, Command F, and then just make it kind of bigger than both of these two. Take these two line. Okay, I guess the first line Option, and then I drag it up. The second one Option, and I just drag it up. And then if you want to leave the same gap between the C, both sides, just to make it feel balanced. I think it'll work. I'm just trying not to make a mess with this, and let's see. Just trying to make it feel balanced. So to make it feel balanced at this point, I need just to take this line, fill it this way, which I'm not sure how does that make me feel with the looks. Okay. I guess instead of doing that, I'm just gonna take a whole circle. and take it like still here. I think that may be too much. Let me try to do it like this. Just for the sake of making it match. This one goes to the top. And this one go down. And then in this I can try to make the B, I guess, if I just add some anchor points to this. 1, 2, I guess 3. And then it could be fixed later. Just trying to make it, you know. Now I think the next step will be try to make the D align the V in somehow, but I think this needs to go more to this side, taking all of this to that side too. I kind of like this one. Let me see. Okay. Now I need to balance all of this within that. Okay, now I need to take the bottom part of this and balance it out a little bit too. Maybe like till here. A little bit more, because I want to take this same spacing right here so it looks more balanced somehow. Let me see if it okay. That's what I'm looking for. So I'm looking for this same spacing right here to have it at the bottom. And from there I just start changing it, but with option to have, and then this same spacing to have it in the other side, because since the balance is a little bit less optical, because sometimes the font is optical, it's not what you think it should be. But let's try to do it geometrical just for the sake of this time, because I wouldn't mind. Just trying to find a way where okay, this is aligning there and there too. I know, guys, you will be like, he's just working with a bunch of lines, but the better logos are the ones that are memorable. I'm trying to make something really simple that I can actually use in small sizes, and I can actually use in apparel and different pieces of garment that I can actually like it and when I see it. So the issue with the spacing now that I'm seeing right now is that the spacing in between these two is not the same between these two, and it's kind of annoying, to be honest. That's another thing that we can actually try to fix. You're waiting for my reply. What would you like to work in Behance? Sorry about that, I didn't see your message. So what would you like to work in Behance? Okay, let me try to measure that spacing again and try to do it with the D at the top, but I'm still, right now I'm telling you guys, it's not gonna look perfect, simply. Okay, just trying to make this align. Okay, so it looks kind of an empty in the middle, but maybe if I just take the, does it fit another letter over there in the middle? What if I make an O over there? That could be a good idea. So okay, let's do it backwards, I think. The problem with this, I think it's ended up being too vertical. Hey, still an option. Let's do it. Okay, let's try to do it within the same design as the other one, just to have it as an option. Why not? Oh, let me see. Let me reply to you. Sorry about that. You have? Can you show me your Behance? Can you post your Behance profile here so I can see it? I'm gonna take this out. Press Command 2 with this so I don't. You know what? With this too. Command 2. Command 2 here too. So I just delete everything here. I'm gonna leave these things over here so in case I need them for this design, but oh god. So I'm gonna try to put it right here. It doesn't fit. Let me see, object expand. Okay. Let's try to do it proportionally now. Could be another option. Love it or hate it. That could be another option. I take the whole thing. Command option 2, I think, and I'm gonna take the whole thing again. Copy it aside and try to take the same little things that I add in the sketch just in case to see how it looks. All right. It is part of the process. So I just like to go. Most of the times when I design something, I just you just need to trust the process, and you ended up with really nice designs. At the end of the live, I'm gonna show the artboard, and you're gonna see how many different designs you ended up with, and you just need to give it a little bit of time and explore all the ideas. There is no bad ideas. You just need to explore them. Some things in design that you might not like, but they can just spark another idea. Okay. The problem with this is it's gonna make the letters inside a little bit uneven. I can start seeing that, but it can be fixed later. Okay. Oh, okay, I guess. So where you post your designs? Not finding the solution that the client look for? What do you mean? You just so the process, the way I learn it, the client is gonna look for a design, right? So when the client comes to you needing one of your designs or something, one of the great things that I learned from a course and stuff that I did is just trying to create them in Stylescape. It's the best, easiest way that you can have to figure out what type of design that they're looking for, and you just assemble something and then you just go from there. You will never have objections after you show them the style of designs that we're going for. You just only show, I think it's from the book Know Your Onions in Graphic Design, that they say that you only show 3 options of the logo, nothing more than that. Even though if I do all the options that I'm doing right now with the logo, I just will only show 3 options. More than that, you will look insecure. More than that, you will look like you don't know what you're doing and you're trying to look for some sort of art direction from the actual client, and they don't hire you because of, you know, you're the one that's supposed to know that. So sometimes designers try to do that. I used to do that too. I used to try to find some sort of art direction from the client itself. And at the end of the day, you are the one that needs to take the final decision, present the logo. And if they want it bigger, you can disagree. You can say whatever you want, but hey, it's their money. So some clients are easier to handle than other clients. And this is a really good question, because some clients will tell you to make the logo bigger. Some clients will tell you fix this or fix that. And at the end of the day, you just need to give them what they want. That's a really nice question, Joy Boy. I hope that, do you think that helped you? Are you dealing with a client right now? On Zoom? You want to chat on Zoom? I kind of like this logo. Is not that bad. It's just kind of a different. Just these 2 options. You just start from the design that I have over there. I think this one looks really balanced. I still need to work on it, but it's just a good starting point. And then just at this point, I just need to go to explore other ideas, because I think I ran out of options with this. Yeah, because I just did all the options that I have with the same logo. Let's go back to the sketches to see if we can recreate something different. So for example, with this one, I think it's the same of this. Okay, I already have it grouped right here. Oh, but I have it all together. Okay, let me try to get it without it. Just trying to, since I already have this, I'm just gonna explore another way of laying out the logo to see if it's better. And you might learn a couple things with this one, because I think I've never taught this in my channel, and it took me a while to learn this. So I'm gonna take the whole thing and I'm gonna drag it down. And this logo is gonna have, okay, I just have this C in the middle. Just gonna leave the 2 options. I'm gonna take this option, I'm gonna copy it right here. I'm just gonna take the O and the B and delete them. Since it's like this, I think it could have the option of just simply drag this up and down to find that. Okay, I think that will be fine. Okay, I guess this will work somehow. Okay, so let me drag this a little bit down right there to make it match perfectly. And here one too. So this one is the one that I'm gonna use in the middle of this. So let me jump with the design right here. Okay, so this is gonna be simple, I guess. Let me go to object, expand appearance. Let's go okay. Oh god, now we need to start doing the text. To do the text, what I like to do is just simply I take the circle ellipse tool and I just go from the center of this and make a circle. Shift X and you change, let me go with default so I can go with the, remove the thing, the stroke. So, okay, so it since I have scenes here, kind of a bigger like this, I guess. We'll work with this with the sizing later. And then 2019. Okay. So since 2019, and we're gonna take the circle, Command C, Command F, and I need to first take the boost branding part at the top, and then I'm gonna say Command C, Command F, and I'm gonna take design agency at the bottom, I guess. Because what is bothering me now is that this is not going all the way there. Maybe it's because it needs to be bigger. I need to balance it out a little bit later. I'm just gonna take this design. I'll take it right here. So the main thing that I like to do is just go with the text tool, type in the path, and then I click. And then I click design, company. And then I just try to, you see these handles right here? Those are the handles that are gonna help us do this. So I need to match them with the sketch itself. Or maybe with the center of this, I think will be a better idea. So one handle matching this one. The middle stays in the middle. I'm just gonna try to center that. I'm gonna go make it bigger. And I think if I just work, let me work a little bit of the kerning of the text. That's why I have the character right here. 200 is too much? Yes, too much. Maybe 40. What if you do it with a different text? Active grotesque. I like that font a lot. Let me do it extended. And then I'm gonna type it, just change it up all uppercase and just gonna do it bold. And then just trying to space it a little bit more. Okay. I don't know. I think I like it. So let's do the same process right here. We go with the text tool. We type on the path. Sorry, I need to change it to type on a path tool, and then we type on the path, and then we here right here we put boost branding. Taking the lines again. So these are the lines that are gonna help us with this. All the way, okay, to this side. Sorry about that. We take it all the way. So one thing that I want to let you know, guys, is like whenever you hover, you see that it gets like a little line right there, a little bit arrow just to tell you that you can move that. That's really helpful. You're dealing with such a client. Well, if you're having a client that you don't like too much the relationship with them, I'm gonna tell you the ultimate option that you have for that. Just give them the source files of the logo. I don't recommend anybody to do this, but you just give it to them. Like give everything, SVGs, everything, even the source files where you did the logo. he will never contact you again. I promise you that. I don't know who told me that, but that's the ultimate I don't want to see you anymore bundle. Just tell them, here is it. Don't bother me again. Let me make the agency text now. Let me double click it. We go with the type on the path tool. We click it. We go all the way like this. Oh my god, what is it? Okay, let me see. Design agency. And then I'm gonna take this. So you see this handle? If I go up or down, that's what allows me to put the text inside of the actual area, type area. You just need to align it. After you have it aligned, one thing that I like to do, I just like to align both texts. You see this little blue circle? I try to align it with the other circle so they are actually aligning perfectly. I think that's really helpful. One thing that I'm noticing right now, I'm just gonna work the typography from this point, is that okay, I need to take this logo out. Oh god, this mouse has so much sensitivity in the zoom. Okay, I'm gonna take this logo out. I'm gonna try different options of doing this text to work with this text, because I already see some issues with this text. So issue number 1, let's try this condense. Might fill more of the space. CD is bold. If I go CD bold, that's another way of doing it. Let me just copy this, and I just take this and make it, you know, fit the other one. The 2019. Put this right here. I'm just having fun, guys. I'm sorry. I'm just trying to different options of this. So design company, and then here at the bottom I could put something else. You know what I'm gonna put? The one that I have in the other logo. I'm gonna make it bigger. Put it inside and drag it down like this. Okay. It never land what I wanted to. Okay. So I'm gonna put Dallas, Texas. I'm gonna take this too. I just don't like the kerning that the text up right now. Let me try with, because I think this is more readable. But this text could be closer to the main one, and this could be bigger. Okay, I think I need to take everything, press Command 2, and try to resize this because it's not gonna let me. Okay, command option 2. I just need to, I kind of like it, but I'm not sure. Part of the exploration is just trying different options of the logo. Let me try to make this smaller. Maybe 28 will be better. And 28 right here, just 28 itself like that. And I'm just gonna try to work with the scale of the type. So if this is 28, this could be 18. No, 18, 21, 16. Oh, sorry. Huh, it could be helpful like that. Just 16 like that. And this two needs to be Now I need to align this too, because they don't seem to align. It could be like that. I could copy it to the side. I can just make two little lines on top of them, because I'm just trying to divide it somehow. Just trying to see if it's okay. Maybe not two. This could be another option too. Yeah, I'm just trying to divide it from the main text, I guess. Still some details that I need to fix, but let's keep working with that version and just let me see the main design in the sketch. So the sketch that I have is right here. So in the sketch, the typography was actually bigger. So let's try to do it with a bigger typography. I think Knockout will be a good option because it's actually the most compact font that you can have. Knockout. Maybe like this. But it will make it, yeah, because the thing is just like I need to make it smaller. Not loving it a lot, but let me see how it looks. Not loving it. It's the first time that I see something that said like, no, this is not gonna, it's not gonna do it. What else I could try? Let me try it with a different font, like series, this F dot series. Let me try to, because you have the different look. So all of this is in the same font, unless I go really, huh? Because I can go really narrow with some fonts. Let's just leave it like that for now. We'll keep exploring with this option in a second. What other options that I have? I have this other one that was with too much text, but I think we can work with this one too. Because I feel like it's similar to the original version. However, there is another option that I have right here, which is the CO with the, let me try that one too. Let's try with this one to see if it's good or bad. Okay. Let me remove the feeling of that. One option could be just to take the V. Okay. But the C, it's kind of like this. I'm gonna do it with text just to see how it looks because I'm not completely sure about it. It was something like this. Might not look like that, but it just gives the idea of how it's supposed to look in the sketch, I guess. And now I need to find an angle of the circle that links this too. Okay, so could be an option. Okay, this is fine. I'm just gonna go with the sketch right now. I'm just gonna okay, so now that I cut that over there, it should be cut till here. Let's see if this works. Hopefully it will. Oh my god. Hopefully this will work. Okay, so doesn't look as great, but okay, how can I improve this? Big question. I'm gonna take it out of here because it's just like see it right here to see how I can, because right here this is not okay. Needs to be smoothed out. Let me try to go with A and then Command to join this. It's because the angle that this has right here. Knew it. The CO needs to be fixed, but not hating too much this option. But it can be mixed with other options, like those other options right there. It could be its own symbol. You know what? Let's try it. Why not? What is this? Okay, so wait. There's an extra piece right there. Okay, Command. Okay, let me see right now. Not a big fan of that one. But hey, just mixing up some ideas. Okay, let's take this and make a copy. Let's take this little thing to see how it if it looks better, like I had it in the sketch. Okay. Better now, I think so. Okay. It's still bothering me a little bit, this circle, but this can be fixed really easily. Just trying to find the right curve for that. We fix it right now because it's driving me crazy. Okay. So even if if I stretch it like this, you'll be able to see it. this from here. This is the main thing. So this needs to go more this way, but also more this way. And then this one needs to go all the way there. The top one needs to drag it a little bit down, just to make it match. Not, it looks kind of a circularly better, but it still needs a lot of work. But I'm just trying to try to, I don't know, make this design work, this one in particular, because it looks okay. But I should mix up this idea with the other ideas to see if I can get with something different. Okay, so what other options we have with this? You can take this one and try to match it with this. It is an option. Let's try to do it now then. Okay, need to click again everything like this. Command 2, and then we just, okay. Let's drag this to the side. I mean, the problem with this is just like I don't see that it's balanced. It looks too much to this side, like cricket to this side. I think that's the main concern that I have about it, because if I make a circle, I'll tell you what I mean by drawing it, I think. This is the imbalance that I'm seeing. So it's supposed to be this, supposed to go all the way there, or fill out some of this space, because that's the optical imbalance that I'm seeing in the design. That's why it looks that it has less space here than less space here, because like if you imagine that you put sand instead of individual space, so you will see that the difference that I'm trying to point out. So I guess I need to group them all together right now. To see the options that I have, and then try to do some crazy adventures with these logos, just like trying to change the, I have some examples from vendors that I want to try right now with the symbol itself. So this one too. I ended up with a little version of this logo. So what I mean by this, guys, is just like, not to tell you that you need to work like this, but it's the best way possible when you make a lot of versions of the same logo, because you ended up, if you analyze the stream, you will see that I ended up with many different ideas by testing and trial and error with different designs, and I ended up with ideas that I wasn't thinking in the original sketch. So, and it was just mixing ideas. This one I like a lot. This one, not a big fan. This one, I like this one too. I know I'm a little bit messy. This is the old logo. I know I'm a little bit messy when I'm designing, but I just like to do a lot of versions of the same thing. So Let's go with the first one that we did, and I want to go to Discord to the images that I have right here, just to figure out what I can try to take from these other logos. So I like this somehow. I'm gonna try to do something like this. So let me see. Some pieces of the logo go on top and some go under. Let's try that real quickly. Let me object, expand. Okay. And now I need to start grouping them by shape. This is one shape, this is another shape, this is another shape. Okay, now that we have this, I need to take all of them. Object, path, offset path. I don't want to do it like 2. Would be too much. Maybe even 1. Yeah, 1 will be fine. I want to take the whole thing. Make this smaller because I need to see better. So some pieces go on top, some pieces go under. How do I create that effect? Let me see real quickly. So with the shape builder, I think that's a good option to do it. You just go on top some pieces. So imagine this goes on top, but this goes under, and then we just take this off. And this one goes on top. We just crop it like this, and since this one goes under, we remove that part over there. Remove this part too, and same thing right here. We remove this. So let's make this go on top of it like this, and then just remove this one at the bottom. I think this could be a really useful way of doing it. Okay, boom. One on top, one under. Let me think about it. I guess it doesn't look bad. It's kind of what they did over here. It's really subtle. That's what I'm trying to point out. So some on top, some under. So what we can do is with a more complicated shape, try to do it to see if it's more visible than what we already have. Because this one, it doesn't look as bad, but I would like to try it with a different type of shape. So for example, this one is more complicated, and I think if I try to do the same thing with this, would be kind of a crazier design. Let me try to join all this stuff together, just we have them the right way. Oh, the shape is already, I need to find the other options of this same design because it's already blend over there. So this one is the one that is not joined together yet. Okay. Let's try this one like this. Okay, I need to do it one by one. 1, 2. Okay, now I think I need to take an object. I think it's option O. Command option O. Here, command option O. That's outline, and then object, expand. No, what is this? It's a bridge. Hate this bridge. What is it's just opening bridge. Like what? But then here was something like that, like object, expand. Okay. Now let's take the pieces and join them together. This is where I like to use the Pathfinder mostly. Okay. We have the D right here, I guess, but let me try to use the shape builder with this. Oh, Oh, this is not expanded. Object expand. Okay, I did it twice. What? Object expand. I think I did it twice, but okay. Let's join this one. This one piece now. The B. Is one piece now. This is one piece. The other B needs to be one piece. Okay, so how do we do this? Let me figure this out. Okay, let's make the object path. Okay. Then with the shape builder. Let me think. Okay, with the shape builder, what I could do is just like this one goes on top, but this time this B goes on top. And this goes underneath it. When you press option is when you can remove. You have like a minus thing, and you can remove from the shape builder. Okay, so since this one goes on top, then this one's go on top this time right here, and we delete this part right here. So I think this will look better, and since this one goes on top again, then we delete this subtly. Okay, and then since this one goes underneath, this one goes on top of the O. And then we remove this. But this one goes on top, and this one goes under. Take this off. We take this off. Oh, sorry. We take this off. And then this goes on top. I need to go on top like this, I guess. The problem if I do that is now I'm seeing that if I do it like that, it's gonna have a weird cut. The letter is gonna be like a little piece of the letter over there. So it's better to do it this way. Oh god. Okay. Let me see right now. This goes together. This one goes on top of underneath it. So let's make it go on top. Let's go make it go on top of it, so. I hope you're learning, guys, how to use the shape builder tool, so. Okay. And then this shape right here. On top. Remove this too. And then it goes underneath it. The B goes on top. And then underneath it. But it loses a little bit of the shape right there. And this will be like applying it with a more complex shape. I think it looks kind of cool. I didn't expect it to turn out to something more like this. I kind of like it at this point. But I guess I need to find some, because I was trying to look for some other ideas with the shape itself, because I have some. Let me see if I can pull up one of the ideas that I have to do with this, because it could be like a short thing. However, some people do it like this, like they are rounded in just some areas of the shape, and it looks pretty cool too. And this one is kind of a shadow. I like these terminations too. I could try to do something like this too. So it is just like two little. I can try to do those two, but I guess those will be for the next stream. I think I did pretty much a lot of work in this one. I shared a lot of the process with you guys. If you feel like these type of streams are being useful for you guys, just let me know. I'm gonna try to do more streams like this. And I think the main thing about all of this, guys, is like you can still do your own designs, your own stuff, but I just want to share the whole workflow that I have with my designs, how I end up with the, you know, what's the back part, the pain that you feel when you're designing, the process that you need to do, all the different type of sketches that you need to actually try to make to end up with a really good design. This is just that, guys. This is just part of that process. And I'm hoping that this type of videos are something that helps you that you didn't know to use much about it, like to use Adobe Illustrator, help you out. And I guess that's pretty much, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again next week in the next video.